Why did you stick your face down there?
Oh, that's how do I get this plate off of this?
I feel like I'm with my daughter. Okay.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning. Oh, he was, I had spent a lot of time. He helped me name my special, Secret Time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I got drunk on a cruise ship with Ralphie, and I went off stage, and I had to follow him. And for anyone that doesn't know, if they think Ralphie was just some big fat comedian, he was not. He was such an amazing comedian.
Yeah.
He would take one premise and whittle down 9 jokes after that. Just tag it. And I had to follow him, and he closed on his medium dick joke. Did you ever see that?
No.
Women say they want a big dick. No, baby, you want a medium dick. You don't want some dick leaving your pussy looking like a horse reaching for a sugar cube. And so I didn't have anything that followed it. I had nothing that followed it because it was like so authentic to what he was doing. And I went up and I just started telling secrets about my wife.
Yeah.
I was like, my wife, when my wife has an orgasm, she looks like Elvis. And I go, Secret Time. And I just kept saying Secret Time, and it started to do well. And Ralphie came up, he's like, that's the name of your next special, player. Just tell secrets the whole time. And I was like, really? He goes, they're not jokes. He goes, it's funny. He goes, I spit on the toilet paper too. That was one of my secrets. I spit on the toilet paper before I wipe my ass. It's called an Alabama wet wipe.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I dry my asshole on the bed.
Why isn't this common
knowledge? And I go to the shower, I dry my asshole on the bed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, all secrets.
No, it's funny because I had just gotten that image out of my head after seeing the special. So
thank you for
bringing that back.
Ralphie was a vegan, which brings us to our meal today.
We'd like to honor him today.
Honor him with one of the most inedible meals possible. My least favorite, by the way, my guests today, my good friends. I will say good friends. I would say good friends. The hardest I've ever laughed ever was watching your documentary, Women Aren't Funny.
Yeah.
Bonnie McFarlane. When you were dressed as a man outside the comedy club crying and Rich kissed you.
Yes.
It was and I know that.
I love that.
It was so fucking
Stand
funny.
Up New York.
Yes, yeah.
And probably one of my oldest friends in the business. I've known you 20 years, Gary Gulman.
99. Summer of 99.
Yeah, that's 20 years.
20 years. Oh my gosh. We're coming up on our 20-year anniversary this summer.
Is it really?
We should go to Andy Cohen's beach house.
Were you living in LA
Do you
then?
remember that?
Yeah. I have a photograph of you doing the Silence of the Lambs.
That's the
thing at the beach.
That's the fucking joke. We all went in the ocean, and it was me, you, and Dane. Yeah. And I took my pants off in the ocean, and I tucked my dick between my legs, and as the 3 of us walked out of the ocean, I was naked with my dick between my legs, and everyone's dying laughing, and Dane goes, "Oh, why didn't you tell us we were doing bits?" He goes, "I'm gonna put my dick between my legs too." I had a girl grab my dick that night out of nowhere. That was the most molested I've ever been.
I'd been drinking.
Andy Cohen's beach house.
Yeah.
God damn it, that was.
But not the Andy Cohen from the.
Let them use their imaginations.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make grape leaves to start with. Okay. By the way, this is. I was in Greece with the State. You remember the State?
Oh yeah, I love that.
They were in Greece at the same time I was in Corfu.
Ken Marino,
Michael
Ian Black,
Joe Latrulio, David Wayne, Carrie.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was the biggest fan of the State. You have no idea. Funniest show ever.
So great.
Funniest fucking show ever. And I was trying to lose weight. I was backpacking through Europe, and they brought grape leaves. We're in Greece. And I was like, oh, this looks like something I'm gonna love, right? Yeah. Super healthy. For some reason, they hurt my teeth beyond measure. I have no idea. So now making them, I'm gonna try to make them so they don't hurt my teeth.
What could it possibly have been?
I have no idea. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
So all we gotta do is we gotta mix all these things together, saute the onions, fold the onions in there, take the grape leaves, roll it all up. That's exactly how it's like rolling a joint.
Not that you would know.
No. Do you smoke pot, Gary? You don't smoke pot, really.
Not anymore, but I have.
You will again.
And it's funny because I didn't start until I was 24. I started smoking pot and cigarettes at 24.
See, that's good. You didn't ruin you're supposed to, if you're going to do drugs, you're supposed to wait until you're 25. So.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, because then your brain is finished forming at least.
I had Doug, asked Doug Stanhope to tell my daughters that there's no Santa Claus. I was like, if I fly you out, will you sit them out and tell them there's no Santa Claus? And he was like, 100%.
How old?
Doug's like 47.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. You deserve to be headlining.
And then it, you know how it happened. So we're sitting in. Isla lost a tooth, and so she's putting it under her pillow for the tooth fairy. She's 11, okay, still believes in the tooth fairy, and she's putting it under her pillow. George is in her bed reading a book. They're both in bunk beds. I got a glass of wine, and Isla's putting the pillow. And this is so Isla. She just turns around and she goes, "Hey, is the tooth fairy real?"
Oh my God.
And Leanne and I are like, "Huh." And she's like, "You can tell me, Mom." And we go, "Okay, Mom and Dad are the tooth fairy." And she was like, "Okay. All right, I kind of thought that." And I said, "Yeah." And then Georgia's got her book. Georgia's like 13. By the way, I'm so sorry that I'm putting my daughter out like this. I know she's going to see this one day and laugh. But at 14, it's not that cool. But she's reading a book like this, and we go, Mom and Dad are the tooth fairy." And she goes, so then her eyes are like darting back and forth, and Isla goes, all right. And she goes, "Wait, are you guys Santa?" And now George's eyes are like this.
This is.
And I go, and I took this one. I said, "Listen, one of the biggest joys of my entire life is being Santa for you guys. Mom and I have been Santa for the past 13 years, and it's been so much fun, and we don't want to ruin it, but it was really fun to see the looks on your eyes, and I wanted it to last forever." I had created a video.
When you told them.
What?
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, when we told them.
When you told them.
And Georgia was... And I go, "Georgia..."
This has been a fun prank. This has really played out exactly as I anticipated.
By the way, I told this to Bert, and he goes, "You're such a bad fucking parent."
I told my daughter, and she didn't know, but I thought she knew when I told her. But I told her about the tooth fairy and Santa.
At the same
I was
time?
just gonna rip the Band-Aid. I mean, I do a joke about it in my act, but yeah.
Oh, really?
But when I told her about the tooth fairy, which she was like, "Hey, the tooth fairy forgot to put money under my pillow," and because I'm a bad parent. But I'd only been taking.
And you just said, "The tooth fairy's husband's on the road golfing."
Yes.
And she's trying to juggle a lot of careers in this motherhood thing by herself, so give her a fucking break.
Well, I was just taking the money from her piggy bank and putting it under her pillow anyway. I just kept using the same $5. When I told her, you could see it on her face that she didn't know, and then she was like, "Oh, that makes sense." It all, and then I go, "Did you know that?" And she goes, "Yeah." But you could tell she didn't know. She was slightly embarrassed that she believed it.
This is how it ended when we told him that we were Santa Claus. Georgia still got her face behind the book, and we go, "Georgia, are you okay, baby?" And she goes, "Yeah, I knew all that."
Yeah. That's
And then Isla goes, "Well, that's fine." And she goes, "Wait, hold on. How about the Easter Bunny?" And I'm like, how dumb are you? Like,
yes,
yeah.
right. I'm not going to go through all the Jesus Christ as well. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, Georgia doesn't believe in God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she told me that. She goes, "I don't believe in God." And I was like, "How can you not believe in God? Or how can you say that out loud to me? Not that you're going to get punished." I was like, "Say that to
Wait,
yourself."
are you religious?
I believe in God because I want to go to heaven. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it on the fucking internet that I don't
If I
believe
see
in
death
God.
coming, I mean, I'll definitely be like, "I take the Savior," I'll do that. I'll try to get in
If
under
you
the
see
wire.
God coming?
No, if I see death
Oh,
coming.
if you see death coming.
But
I'll
see
try
God
to-
coming.
God.
Try to do something quickly.
Oh, wow.
So all you gotta do to do this is mix all this shit into a bowl and then fold these in.
And that's what they mean when they saute something? They just put it in oil and...
Yeah.
That's...
It's light frying.
Wait, is this your introduction to sauteing?
Oh my God.
Oh, completely.
Do you not cook, Gary?
I've done this, but I didn't call it sauteing.
What did
do you
you
call
call
it?
it?
I just call it, I'm going to heat this up in a pan for a while. It's not as elegant as saying sauteing, and I can see how saute as a word.
Hey, do you guys want to come over to my house to watch me stand in front of a grill with an apron on and a fork and put meat on it? Are you inviting us to a barbecue? Yeah, barbecue, that's what you call it. Yeah.
Words are usually so important to Gary.
Words are so important to Gary that he would would take such a roundabout. Yes. Hey, you guys interested in me taking some leaves, putting them in a bowl, throwing some other leaves on top of them, then some cream, tossing it around and putting it on your plates? Do we want a salad? Right. That, yeah.
Oh my word.
Well, I think it's on a little high, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
you
I forgot how fun it was to hang out with Bert Kreischer.
Not as fun as it is to hang out with Todd Glass.
Oh, Todd Glass is the best.
Todd Glass is human pot.
Yes.
He is human pot.
Yeah.
These are my favorite things to do. Texts from Todd Glass. This is the best right here. Hey, Bert, wouldn't it be fun if we could do a whole show on just to have a doctor food and present it to people that can't cook? So I have so many great tips. because you didn't get right to me. Or because that was on July 4th, July 1st, July 2nd. Because you didn't get right back to me, I hope the next time you're in New York, there's another 9/11. Immediately after that, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was meant for my sister. Hold on. How's Helium St. Louis right now? I know you're there. If you don't answer me, I'm gonna go over to your house and if your wife's into it, I'm gonna tap that shit like there's no tomorrow.
I like that you
Whatever happened to us? I thought we were on our way to being better friends. His texts are all fucking just hilarious.
Hilarious.
He's a funny guy, man.
To this day, one of my times I feel like I miss out on the most is the time you went over to his house, got high, and he said, I know my apartment isn't that big, but if we pretend it's an airplane, we'll feel like we have a lot more room.
It's the most fun game, pretending any small apartment is, and then I would keep coming back into the room. Oh my gosh, I know you guys aren't even going to believe me. You won't even believe me. There's a kitchen in this airplane. There's a kitchen with an island in this airplane.
No line for the bathroom, guys.
He went to a thrift store.
See what I mean?
Fun.
He went to a thrift store and bought blazers so that when people came over to his house, they could put on a blazer. He has 20 blazers sitting in his house, all different sizes. Hey, you need a blazer? He hired a guy to come in with a trumpet at a party, and every now and then just ba 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 ba, and then Todd would start his set. Dude, he is. I said to him one time, this is the best. So me and him, he comes over to a podcast. We have a great fucking podcast. We get high, we giggle, and he says, and this is, tell me if this isn't so Todd, but so my wife. He says to my wife, we had such a great time together. He goes, do you think Bert could come over for a sleepover? And Leanne goes, no. And he goes, Bert, talk her into it.
I went to a dinner party. I went to a dinner party. He had bottles that were the ones they use in westerns when you smash them over people's heads at
shut
bars.
the fuck up.
Yeah, we smashed them over our heads, and then halfway through the meal, a naked woman came running around the table while they played the Benny Hill theme.
His podcast is fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's the best thing to me in comedy. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of him.
The first time I ever saw him do stand-up was at your taping for your Showtime special.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was you, Patrice, a guy named Jim Brewer, which was not the Jim Brewer. Do you remember that?
Right.
Yeah, he was a guy from Milwaukee.
Change your name.
Yeah. Do you know there was once a guy named Bill Burr? His real name is Bill Blank. He's a friend of mine. He lives in Iowa, but his name's Bill Burr, and he was in the city doing spots just bombing. And Bill Burr walked up and he goes, "Hey man, you're gonna have to change your fucking name.
Yeah,
I can't have you bombing with my name like that." So Todd Glass is hosting. He's just doing crowd warm up, and he goes, "This made me laugh." This is like one of those things. Like when you said at the beginning of this, you said, "I said don't talk about Endgame or whatchamacallit. I haven't seen him yet." And you're like, "Ooh, don't tell me any Bible verses. I'm not finished with it yet." Yeah. It's one of those things that I think about all the time, and that will be one of those. Is Todd Glass goes, "All right, guys, we're almost done here. I just want to give a thanks to all the crew members. Let's see if I got this right. Jim, Steven, Bill, Larry, Brenda," and he just goes through and names all the crew members, and I'm like, holy fuck. And I see one of the cameramen goes, "Those aren't our fucking names."
He
just went through and said all the fucking names.
Todd Glass, we were working at, I can't remember the club, it was maybe in Arizona, and he goes, he has a great show. like, you know, killing. The audience loves him, and at the end he goes, "Look, let's just be nicer to each other, okay? Can I just take a minute?" And he like does this whole build up, you know, whatever. And the waiter, or the busboy, they, you know, worked it out, trips right in the middle of Todd's speech, and Todd goes, "What the fuck? I'm doing my closer," and starts yelling, and the audience starts going, "Hey, whoa!" Like I'm like, how do they not know? He just yells, just trashes the guy.
Todd, when he do Irvine, they'd go, "When do you want a light?" He goes, "I don't want a light. Have someone start vacuuming." A woman would come up, it was 10 minutes into the set, pull out a vacuum and start vacuuming. And he'd go, "I get it, I'm going long."
Oh my God, genius.
Oh, they'd be putting the chairs upside down around him.
It's genius.
Oh, he is fucking, all right, let's see, we're gonna make these. Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to show start time. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guaranteed, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets. Get panoramic views from your seat in the app before you buy. Save even more when you choose a section and let Game Time choose the seats. I'm telling you right now, it's the only way we do this in our family. Austin, Texas. Giving you a heads up. One of the best comics to ever do it, Earthquake, is at Cap City Comedy Club, May 24th. Tim Dillon, my friend, is at the Ryman Auditorium, June 29th, Nashville. Fill that up and use Game Time to get the best seats. You take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code BURNING for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BURNING for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. I hope people talk about me like that. Like, that's what all I want in comedy is to be like someone people love telling stories about, but all mine would be like, and then he got drunk.
He took off his shirt.
It's getting old. I'm not as hot as fuck.
He did it at the Cellar last night.
Whoa, fuck. Oh, ooh, that was hot. I'm more comfortable performing with my shirt off. I've been doing it so much that when I put on a shirt, it feels really fucking...
Do you feel like you stole that from Tig Notaro?
Yeah. Someone told me that Tig had taken her shirt off, and I was like, for real? And they're like, oh, she just had a double mastectomy. And I went, oh, whoa. That's very different.
No, I think you guys are saying the same thing.
I also think
we're the same comic, pretty much.
Bert is being braver, though.
Yes.
Much braver. Jesus. I mean, yeah, anyone can take their shirt off with a double mastectomy.
Yeah, with a flat stomach.
Right.
Yeah, he's not showing anything. Anyway, all right, we placed fold the bottom. Okay, we're going to put a heaping spot in there, roll them up like cigars, and then place the seam down and pour olive oil into sauce and wait the...
That's all that's in there is rice and...
Yes. You got to sprinkle a little allspice in there, too.
Not all of it.
At what point do we Purell?
We don't Purell. We just... I thought you meant puree. I washed my hands, too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, don't worry. Ooh, that smells really good.
Because we eat this after, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hungry.
I'm gonna wash my hands. Should I wait to wash my hands?
No, your hands. You get it in your mouth.
You're gonna, come on, we'll wash our hands.
Here we go. You ready? There's a heaping...
That might be too much.
You think?
To roll it?
Can you put this back in your utility belt?
I'm sorry.
Okay. And then I'm really bad at reading. Can you read from here? Okay.
Fold the bottom of the leaf over the rice and bring the sides inwards.
Should we try this?
Fold the bottom of the leaf over the rice.
And bring the sides inward.
And bring the sides inwards.
Like a
Following
burrito.
the guide you created, which is...
Like a burrito.
This.
Like this.
Does this read?
It looks like this.
Yeah.
And then what do we do now?
Oh, that looks good. Like a burrito.
Yeah. And are we supposed to cook these or something? You put it in the pan? And then just put it in the pan?
How do they make them so that they stay? They never undo when you get them in the...
Okay. We're going to lower this.
What's the trick?
Here. Yeah, why does mine not... It looked good for a second.
Maybe when you put it in the pan, it sears it enough that it sticks.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, that's not... No.
Here, let's try this one.
We're doing overstuffed grape leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like American supersized grape leaves. Do it like this, right? Mm-hmm. Then like this. Then
Diners,
like
drive-ins,
this,
and grape
like
leaves.
If there's one celebrity you could get to watch your act and become the biggest fan of you, what celebrity would it be?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just thought of Anthony Bourdain, but he's dead. No, but he
was
already
a fan
did.
of yours.
Yeah, he was. It was
He
like
was a fan
literally
of yours,
the
and it's
best
good
thing.
that you're able to come on cooking shows again.
Yeah, you really bounced back.
It's very.
Anthony Bourdain. Who else?
I love Chris Elliott.
Oh, I do love Chris Elliott.
Yeah.
He has made me laugh so fucking
Oh my
hard.
gosh! Since Letterman and Get a Life,
Yes,
and
yes.
oh my gosh,
Get a Life, when I remember being a kid and not really knowing what laughter is the way we know it now. Do you remember what, like the first time you were like and him riding the bike, waving and hitting the car? I was in my living room laughing hysterically. I must have been like
But he
10.
was funny, just the way he would throw the papers
Yeah.
Yes.
onto the people's. Oh my gosh!
People who commit, that's the best.
Yes, he committed physically, and he used to do this horrible impression of. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't a dead-on impression of Marlon Brando on the Letterman show. But his commitment to it
Yeah.
was brilliant.
Right.
It was brilliant.
These are great.
They really do look great.
Well, they'll taste good.
I want to try to do one legit good.
Why? What's wrong? I mean, yes, they don't look like those ones that you buy at the airport, but.
I think you're putting in too much rice. That's
Yeah,
why.
you definitely are putting
they
in
only
too much
have
rice.
like
They're not this
think of
rice
a thumb,
heavy.
a thumb of rice.
Yeah, instead of a fist.
I mean,
That's what's wrong with everything I do in life.
You got thick thumbs.
Jim Gaffigan was at the show last night that I was at, and he stayed and watched my set, and it made me want to be good.
Oh,
You know.
you adjust your act to please the.
So I may not have
comedians.
tried as many new things as I might have.
Oh, I'm the same way. I hate that about myself.
All right, we'll let these cook, and then we'll make some falafels. Why does it say lemon? Is there any part that says lemon in there?
Oh, cover and cook.
I think
Eat
you
these.
put lemon on after, don't you?
Cook and cover for 20 minutes?
Put a plate on it
Put a plate on it.
and weigh it down.
So wait, Gary, you're vegan too?
Yeah. Since
Oh, it says you're
January
supposed to put olive
2018.
oil. Did you
I
put
did.
it over it?
I did.
Oh.
There we go. We're going. This is perfect. This looks exactly like I had in Greece with the state. All right.
Oh, to make the sauce, you put 4 tablespoons
Oh,
of
you didn't
lemon.
make the sauce that you pour over top. Okay.
Mix 2/3 cup.
It's not too
of
late. Let's do
olive
this.
oil, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 4 tablespoons of lemon.
It's just lemon and olive oil.
1
basically.
teaspoon. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Teaspoon
that's what
of
makes my
sugar.
teeth hurt.
The sugar.
It's the lemon, I bet.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Can't have lemon like that. I don't even have fucking fruit in my Tito's and sodas.
What did
Whoa.
you say?
No fruit in his Tito's and sodas.
Oh, Tito's? What are Tito's?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
It's the greatest drink ever made.
Really?
It's just a cheap vodka.
Whoa, whoa,
Better than an old fashioned?
It's no Belvedere.
Wait, can you drink in front of Rich?
Yes.
Like, do you drink?
I mean, I haven't recently because I don't know. I just it makes me so tired the next day that I hate having
Yeah, that's.
to recoup.
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep
I don't
drinking.
recover it, yeah.
Oh, you just get back on that horse.
Do you remember the first time I met you?
You told me this, but now I can't remember. Wait.
I was with Gary Valentine and Mike Burton.
Oh yes, and I was like, you guys are so annoying.
Yep. I was wearing this was such a
Because you
cool
were
look
on that special show on FX.
on the X show
The X show, yeah.
with Gary Valentine. We
Well, I knew Gary Valentine because I took an acting class when I first got to New York with Gary Valentine and Jim Gaffigan.
Was Krakauer the teacher?
No, it was
Krakauer.
Joanna Bexon,
Oh, yeah, she was the best.
where she would pull fake hairs off her sweater to tell you something that was a lie. HBO has been asking me to give them some names. Like, I don't believe that. So some casting directors are looking for some people.
all right, we cooked these for 20 minutes on low. Done. All right. What was the first falafel you ever had?
Probably at the Comedy Cellar.
In New York.
Yeah.
I was the first time I ever had a falafel, and I was like, so you're just telling me this is healthy?
That's hilarious.
Full.
Oh, I am still such a fucking meathead.
Like you'd never go vegan. Or vegetarian?
I was vegan.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Pulse it till it looks like nuts.
I think it looks like nuts.
I think it looks like nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like nuts. God damn. All right. We'll put this in a... So I sit down, me, Gary Valentine, and Mike Burton, and Scott Henry. Oh my God, can I tell you the greatest
I forgot all about Scott Henry.
The fucking greatest. This is one of my
And
favorite.
I remember his act.
What? I remember his act. I remember people's acts that I haven't seen in
so
years.
funny?
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes somebody will just randomly say like the first 2 words of somebody's bit, and then you're finish it off in your head. Have you ever had that happen?
Yes.
Gary Valentine, me, Mike Burton, and Scott Henry are at Formosa's, and we're drinking. We're like, fuck it.
Formosa's.
I love that place.
God.
We're like, fuck it. Let's go to Vegas this weekend. And Mike Burton's like, I can't. I got a spot at the Improv. And Gary's like, Mike, fuck the Improv. We're gonna go to Vegas. He's like, I can't. I got a spot at the Improv. He's like, God damn it. So Gary goes, I'm gonna go down to Santa Monica, get my stuff, and I'll meet you at Scott and Mike's house. They live together. So we're like, okay. So on the ride over to get Scott and Mike's house, Mike decides he's going to Vegas. He goes, I'm gonna go to Vegas. And I said, you know what we should do? Let's surprise Gary. You get in the way back of my truck, hide under all the stuff, and then halfway to Vegas, you pop up and Gary will lose his shit.
Oh my God.
So, Mike goes, that's a brilliant idea. So
How long did it drive? It's 5 hours.
Yeah.
So 2.5 hours?
So
What?
hold on.
It could have just been 20 minutes.
Why wouldn't it work 20 minutes in?
This gets better. So we cover Mike and all this stuff in my car, all the luggage, right? We wait. We're waiting forever. Gary shows up, gets in the car. Scott and I are already up front, and he goes, is Mike really not going? And we go, no, he's not going. He goes, dude, fuck that guy. Can I tell you? Can I tell you what's wrong with his act? Can I tell you what's wrong with his life?
I would have popped out right
By the way, Scott and I are both looking in the rearview mirror. Mike Burton, stood up like, and we start driving, and Gary starts to dissect Mike as an individual and as a comic, and Mike's just sitting there, and I'm going, Gary, can you reach into the back and get me a beer, please? And he goes, sure. Turns around, sees
my
Mike,
God.
goes, when were you gonna tell me? I go, halfway to Vegas.
That is the biggest fear of hiding.
Oh
my
It's one of
God.
the coolest things I've ever heard, but what thing could somebody tell you that is wrong with you would you be able to withstand? I don't think if somebody said, you know what, I don't care about Gary's glasses, I would pop out at that point. I don't want to hear.
I'm back here.
Oh no, I was at work one time working on this show and there's other writers and I hid behind my desk at lunch and I was gonna just let them talk. And then right when they walked in, I jumped out. I got scared.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to hear.
Gosh.
Oh, that was a long drive
Wasn't
to
that like a
Vegas.
Jay Leno thing in that
Yes,
book?
yeah.
He hid and heard what,
Yeah, like I don't want to, like people send me clips all the time of so-and-so's talking about you on the
Yes, I don't
podcast.
want it.
I just don't deal with it. I don't
I don't want to
press
know.
it.
I don't want to
No.
know. I just would rather think
And
everyone likes
I
me.
talk shit about people. They talk shit about me. It's just that, like, before podcasts, you could kind of keep it a little bit sane and simple and not have it to have feuds with everybody every time you said something.
Only share something nice about me.
Oh, fuck. All right. Jalapeno, cilantro, garlic, parsley, and a food processor. Blend garlic is right here. I love this They should do this at the store. Like 1 tablespoon of garlic. So, that's stupid. That's probably stupid.
Well, no, you can get those meal delivery kits that it basically comes like that.
Or you could use those things that old people put their pills in to
Yes.
do it.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Here's the spices for Monday.
Or young people. Or young people.
Or young people.
I'm covering my hands
Yes.
over the allegations of ageism.
Yes.
All right. Wait, Bert, I'm lost. How did that... There, that's just how you... I'm fucking doing shit. I think there's... That's fine.
Whenever you
What's
tell
this
Todd Glass that you have a joke similar, he says, oh, I've actually been doing that for years. In fact, I wrote a musical about it.
All right, we mix in flour, I think, right? Flour? How do you make almond flour?
You buy it.
No, but how would you, like... Almond is such a diverse fucking fruit.
No.
Is it not a fruit?
No.
I think it is. Agree to disagree? Almond is so diverse. They can milk it. They can flour it.
Yeah, they milk it.
If you were gonna get into
That
farming,
blew my mind. How long ago did
What?
that almond milk was nothing? It didn't exist,
Yes.
and then it's the only milk I drink.
flour, salt, baking powder, chickpeas, cardamom, cumin, salt. This much salt.
Cardamom.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, I'm a savory, so I wouldn't mind.
How much salt? How much
A
salt?
pinch, probably.
It's like a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you ever
Okay.
notice that in the Last Supper? Judas spilled a whole bunch of salt on the table.
I don't know.
It's really on there. I saw it on a Jeopardy the other night. There are these little hidden Easter eggs that Michelangelo put, or Da Vinci. Da Vinci painted the Last Supper.
Wait, isn't that somebody's wife? The pillar of salt?
Oh, that's
Oh, that was Lot
Lot.
in the Old Testament, which you're only halfway through.
Mark Cohen used to do a joke.
Mark Cohen.
Yes, we say. But then what you don't know about Lot,
A former beau?
Yes, a former beau. What you don't know about Lot is he made the best margaritas.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Can't get feature work. With that joke, can't get feature work. It's strictly an MC.
Fucking.
One of the best jokes I've ever heard.
How fun is it to tell someone's joke and know it works to people?
Yes, yes.
And just go, this is gonna just one of my favorite jokes. I don't know the British comedian whose joke it is, but it's one of my favorite jokes. He goes, by the way, find out who this guy is and tag him in the comments and tell him open invite to do my podcast. He goes, I saw Schindler's List. I was 5 minutes late. What did the Jews do to Hitler?
Oh my god. I find that offensive.
I have a Jewish Hitler joke right now, and I can't tell why they're laughing. I go, do they think that I'm alt right? Or is they laughing because wait, huh?
Yeah, it's hard to do anything satirical anymore because people really do take you at face value. Because it used to be predicated on that, like, oh, no one would really think like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, when
Zach
you're
and-
you'd be like, nobody
Zach and,
really
Zach
is
and Sarah's
racist.
act.
What?
Zach and Sarah were
Right, right.
completely
Yes.
over the top racist as a joke. Like, yeah,
Yes.
obviously I'm not.
But then you realize, like, oh, there's people that actually think like this. Like,
Yeah.
we can't be
Yeah.
mixing it up anymore.
What did I just put in there?
Well, Sarah did a 180, though.
Sarah did a 180.
Yeah.
She's like super like woke now, right?
I mean, I think so.
I think you can't fuck up with cumin.
Oh wow, that's what that smell is. It smells
a lot of
really
stuff.
good.
Yeah, right?
Really good.
Wow,
Put some- you want it to
that
be
is
better?
what the smell is.
Yeah.
Cumin, when you smell
It's all in the
tacos, it's
cumin.
cumin. It's all in the
Yeah.
cumin.
Wow. This is gonna open my entire falafel eating world.
Okay.
Knowing what goes in. They say you don't want to see the sausage made,
But the falafel is fine.
Yeah, the falafel is completely fine. All right, so I got all this, and then now I need to deep fry these balls. What
Can
oil?
I just say that Rachael Ray always uses a clean pot? Is that
That's her fetish.
she loves
I partied with Rachel a bunch.
Yeah, I did a roast with her.
You did?
Yeah.
She is you would love her, Gary.
I was mean and she was so cool about it.
Oh, fuck! Did you see that?
Where did it go? Your face?
Did anyone catch that? Jesus Christ.
Exploded fireball.
So we're just gonna let that heat up?
Why did you
Stick your face down there.
Oh, that's fucking hot. How do I get this plate off of this? I'm gonna move this over.
use the?
I think those are pretty much done. Well, those will be like a surprise at the
It's
end.
so hard not to micromanage what's happening right now. I feel like I'm with my daughter. Okay. That's how you want to do it? All right.
You gotta let one of the things I did when I was first started parenting that I got quickly corrected is predicting my children's failures.
Oh.
Like going, hey, you don't want to do that, you're gonna burn your hand. That's what my dad did to me.
Yeah.
Hey, like one time I cut an orange, remember I had a knife, and I had the orange in my hand like this, and I was cutting it. My dad goes, hey, don't do that, you're gonna gut your hand. I go, I think I got this, Dad.
How old were you?
Probably 10.
Oy.
And I slit my hand open.
Dummy.
By the way, I did that again at 33. 33.
It's called, it's like a avocado hand or something. There's like an actual thing.
I did it at
And
33
people
with
go
a
to emergency all the time.
with a vitamin D bottle, a vitamin D pill. I was trying to get vitamin D out, and I took a knife and I was pushing it like this, and I was like, God damn, won't go in. And all of a sudden it just went through, and I went through my hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It seems like the vitamin D is a lie.
No.
It's like-
Scar right there. See that scar?
No, I mean, there was really a pill in your
No.
hand.
No. It was vitamin D because I got sunburned really bad. And so I poked through my hand, and then I walked into the emergency room to get stitches, and they go, what happened? I said, stigmata.
No, they go, well, but your face.
You
you've
were
got-
33.
Yeah, I know. And they didn't go, what's stigmata? I was like, never mind.
Were you like, how am I going to hold a mic? That
No,
would've been my
right
first
hand.
worry.
How am I going to take my shirt off? It's like left hand.
Ow. Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do?
What was the reaction the first time you pulled your shirt off at the...
Fucking ape shit. They went ape shit. The first time I took my shirt
Same.
off was that Columbus Funny Bone. I took it off and killed a beer on stage. And
Where in the set?
very beginning. Walked on stage, they were playing Black Betty, ripped my shirt off, and they went
Black Betty
crazy.
Ramalama?
Black
Second
Betty.
show Friday night?
First show Thursday. And
You really
murdered
got it
it.
wrong.
Wow,
Murdered
first
it.
show Thursday.
I know. That's
Yeah.
out of the
Those are your
gate.
fans.
You came in hot.
Oh, this was 10 years ago. Wow. And so took my shirt off, but then I used to put it back on. And then one time I took it off and I left it off, and everyone was, and I started doing my acts, and then I got, like 15 minutes in, I was like, my shirt's still off. Like I got caught up in things, and this girl goes, keep it off. And I was like, okay. And I kept it off. And then the comic I was with, you know that old theory that like great comics, like George Carlin and Richard Pryor, right before they do their hour, they grow a beard. And then they shave it off right before their hour special.
Oh, no, I didn't. Well,
I might have made that up.
But why would you, let's say it's true, why would that happen?
Because you're hiding your face. And then when you take your beard off, you're a lot funnier. Your face, you can see your face.
Oh, but why would they,
Expressive, younger.
like...
It's like working out with weights on your ankles.
Oh, so they're like, I'm barely getting any reaction from this audience because of my beard.
And then they shave it off.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha, Bonnie, I'm not shaving until June 20th.
It's like if a woman went up in like a sweatshirt.
I'm just gonna go up with one of those bandanas from now. I'm preparing for my special, okay?
So I thought if I do this like this, and then I put my shirt on, when I put my shirt on, this material's gonna be so fucking strong. But then I got to do my special, and I was like, I haven't performed with a shirt on in like 10 years.
Oh my God.
I was like, I'm not gonna do it for my special. I'm not gonna do it one time. I'll be uncomfortable. And so now I have a genuine hard time performing with my shirt on.
By the way, these are looking like real.
Yeah.
I wish I had smaller hands. Can you do this since you're a woman?
Oh my God.
Women finally fucking.
Oh,
Are you shirtless every single show now?
No, I sometimes keep my shirt on, like because I'm gonna keep my shirt on, but I'd rather have my shirt off.
People pay a certain amount to see you. Aren't they expecting to see your...
Like I've done it, and people are like in the front row looking at me like, "Are you taking it off?"
Yeah, we paid to see
Yeah.
you.
God damn, you did that quick.
come on, guys. 400 of these.
You have big hands for a woman.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't notice that.
I can be super attracted to women's hands. My wife's got great hands. I got pretty great hands. I have beautiful feet.
Oh my God.
I have gorgeous feet.
I remember you used to wear
Is
a
that
toe
like a
ring,
man
which a lot of
thing?
people
Just to
found
love
very
every
sexy.
part of you?
Yeah, I had a
Well,
toe
you
ring.
told me that a lot of people
I
found it
told
very
you.
sexy. Yeah.
I wore a toe ring for.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I wore a toe ring.
No, you're not.
I swear to God, for when I was
How
20,
I met you.
for probably 15 years,
Because you always had flip-flops on?
because I had beautiful feet.
Right, but
Yeah.
were you always wearing flip-flops?
Yeah, I was always wearing flip flops. I think they're getting too small.
Once you said I had big
They're
hands,
getting
I
smaller.
really...
It looks like a planetary system.
Do they,
Big hands! Like, you'll see.
do they expand when you
These are marbles now.
when you
I
cook
can
them?
barely get any in there. My hands are so dainty.
All right, if you had to pick one size to be your testicle, Gary, which one is it?
Oh gosh, the smallest. This.
Oh, bullshit, Barry.
Why would I
You've got a hog on you.
Like.
Yeah, but he's got tiny balls.
I am this guy right here. I have actually pretty big balls. Right, guys?
I what must it feel like to be a man? It must be amazing. I've got great feet. My balls are perfect size. I mean, it's
awesome.
I know.
Add white
I'm
to that.
So
It's
jealous.
fucking powerful.
I'm so look at my hands. They're amazing.
Yeah.
I take my shirt off on stage. God, give me
feel
some of that.
nothing
Give me
but
some
that.
of whatever you got.
Right.
It's oblivious confidence.
I love it.
I
It
love.
must feel great.
No, but it's shrouded in self-doubt and fear and.
I mean,
there's
you
a
have
lot of,
shame at night, I hope.
That's why I drink. See, when the sun goes down,
there you go.
that's called the witching hour. All right, how hot is this? Let's do a little tester.
I got one size for everybody's mouth. Everybody. This is Rich. I always say, you have a small mouth. Don't take such big bites.
Here's a small mouth.
He will sometimes take a bite and then shove his finger, push it in. I'm like, do you eat like this around other people?
All right, let's take one of your small ones. See how it's cooking. Not very quickly. I wanted it to pop too, Gary. This is gonna be a greasy one. By the way, this is not cooking the way we wanted it to. It's looking mighty gross.
What, really?
But that's just a tester.
Yeah. Look, it's just.
It does not look like.
It doesn't look like.
You know what I think it was is that we really didn't pulse the.
We needed it to be thinner.
Yeah, because like, you can see full beans in here.
Okay, what do we do if none of this is
I bet
edible?
it'll taste good. You sound like my mom right now.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely didn't. Should we puree them one more time and then re-roll them? Because
Sure.
they're all falling apart. See, like all the onions are coming out of it, and it just is not.
Also, maybe.
How much was your original
It's what it
of
looks like
this?
when you make it with almond flour versus.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put a little
Maybe
more.
they don't always make it with almond flour at Mamoon's.
Here, yeah, put it in there, and we'll throw these all back in there, and then, because they're all
I don't know.
falling apart.
I think you just need a little bit more of that and then a little bit more oil.
And we're putting these back in the.
Yeah, put them back in, and we'll put them, it. Gonna give it a zhuzh. That's my catchphrase, my cooking catchphrase, a little zhuzh.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had
Yes.
any new catchphrases.
Mine
Give
is,
it a-
oh, damn it. Oh, shit.
Mine is, my old one was, "Ooh, don't eat that."
You will eat disgusting things at home that you've made, though, that you would never stand for in a restaurant. Like in a restaurant, you're always like, this isn't quite right. Can you send it back? But at home, you just eat some shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, now this is what a falafel looks like. Am I right?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, this is much better. All right, let's give it. We got it. Zhuzh. We pull this
All
bad
hands
bitch
on
in.
deck this time.
Ooh, great analogy, or whatever that is.
We need boots on the ground.
What's a word that you've misused your entire life, and then you found out one day? Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, so many, but now I can't think of one.
Convenience store.
Why? What did you think it was?
Convenient store, because it's convenient.
Oh.
It's a. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say. Well, my father used to misuse the word vociferous.
I thought you were gonna say love.
He used to say, "Son, you're a vociferous reader." But then I found out vociferous meant really loud. he meant voracious.
Yeah.
Voracious.
Anyhow, not as funny as love.
I'll use just like regular words, and Rich will be like, "What? Nobody says that!" Like he gets so mad if you
Yeah.
try to elevate your speech at all.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is good. Let's just take one and see what. Oh, this is exactly what we meant for it to.
boy,
Yeah,
that's-
those do not look good.
I wanna.
This is so disappointing. I'm hungry.
Here.
Oh, these
this-
look better. Although I've never seen a green one, but
Oh,
No,
this is
I
working
have.
great. Roll them up and just drop them in.
okay.
Not drop,
Oh,
Gary.
what, Gary? You got to get close to the
You said drop.
Yeah, bring them in, Bonnie. Bring them in.
drop it from the highest.
Drop it from the highest place you can.
Listen, if we don't have scars all over our face by the time this is done, we haven't done it right.
You know what we should do? We should make a falafel patty.
Oh.
Watch it. Hey, let's put those back in because these are all turning out pretty poorly.
I don't think you're giving them time.
Okay, we'll let them sit in there.
Do you want me to put this one in or no?
No. Let's do this. Ready? Here we got these. These look great.
These look great, he said.
These look great. And then watch this. You ready for this? Here's what we're doing, guys.
Where are we getting the recipes from? Because aren't these leaves supposed to be like marinated before you do this?
What?
No one.
Yeah, that was part of the instructions.
Yeah.
Bert.
There was that these were supposed to be marinated.
Well, there was supposed to be a sauce made, and Bert, I think,
skipped it. This is not a good one. We might need
Can I try this?
Yeah. We have leftover food in the.
Oh god. Oh, it's not that bad.
For real?
I mean, it's too hard, but the taste is good.
It's delicious. But yeah, they're usually not this chewy.
It's like.
All right, we're gonna fry these up. Just fucking fixing this recipe. These look about
This is
done.
like reminds me of my daughter and her friends. They'll come over and they'll do like some kind of like cooking show thing.
I want you to see what happened. They just melted down.
Is that?
That was the one.
That's what we
made.
What's the worst disaster that you've had on this?
This one. This one's easily the worst.
Really?
Yeah, this one's a.
Well, because usually.
Anytime you have dietary problems.
Oh, blame
Because you
us.
just want to like
Blame us,
Yeah.
trying to save
Yeah.
the.
having a small carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think they look that bad.
But do you see how these ones are marinated?
These are a lot smaller than the ones I made.
Yeah.
I made big dick ones.
Oh, those are good.
Whose dick looks like that?
I think the flavor on ours is good. As good as this, but it's just the.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Mine, I feel like I'm trying to bite the tip of a cigar on that.
Yeah.
There's not bad. I mean, this is what we ended up making.
How many of these make up the size of your dick, Bert?
Let's see. 9.
9 of those?
Yeah, this is going to be good,
And 2
though.
of the ones we made.
This one's going to be good, though. You guys are going to be really happy with what I get you into.
If I get a falafel out of this, I'm going to be so happy.
There we go.
Oh.
It's going to be like of a softer falafel nature. Here you go, Gary.
Yeah.
And then you eat it.
All right, so
Did you know eggs are
what are
just...
we doing with this bread?
Grab it, Gare.
Just grab it.
They're not bad. This is good.
Really? Put some of the sauce on it. Is there yogurt in this sauce?
No.
Oh, good.
That sounded...
He doesn't have to.
What is in it?
Here, you want some?
Sure.
I'll have some.
Ooh, yeah, let me see a piece of bread.
And also, this is the way I like to eat, just standing at the counter. Looking into a sink. That's
Bert,
my
do you
favorite.
remember the joke you told me about?
Oh, shit. It's like really slippery back
Really
here.
slippery.
What would have ruined The Usual Suspects?
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's so funny.
You know what you ruin the usual suspects? If when they're interrogating verbal Kent, someone just walked past the door and goes, Kaiser Soze? I haven't seen you in high school, man. How you doing?
That was how you said it. If what would have ruined it is somebody who went to high school with Kaiser Soze walked by the interrogation room. Kaiser?
You cut your hair, man. Hey, how's your family? I heard something happened with your family. Is now a bad time?
It's really delicious.
What's that about?
Yeah. That's good.
I mean, it's not totally presentable.
Yeah, why wouldn't it cook as a roundy?
Yeah.
It's actually healthier because it's not deep fried.
Yeah, it's actually healthier is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
When I started this meal, I was like, I want to go healthy.
Do you ever think about eating healthy, or you just always have what you want?
I eat healthy the majority of the time. Here's the problem. Is when the wheels come off, they come off.
Right.
I have a hard time saying no to myself.
Right.
And so, like, I'll get to a place where I'm doing really
so
good.
sad when you said that.
I have a really hard time saying no to myself.
Oh my God.
I live my life defined on treats.
Right. I like treating myself too.
I treat myself every day. Like, I like, this is a joke I tried to work on, but I think no one thinks this way. You ever been walking around when you're on the road, Gary, and gone, hey, wait, I haven't jacked off yet today.
Yeah.
I got a treat coming my way. I did that in an elevator with these 2 older women walked in. They were kind of sexy, tennis outfits. And I went, oh, I haven't jacked off yet today. And I kind of giggled, and one of the girls goes, ladies, she goes, having a funny thought? And I said, I am. She goes, care to share? And I went, what if I just lean in and go, I haven't jacked off yet today. But I will. And you'll be there. God
Do you
damn
tell
it.
your wife when you jerk off?
No. No.
Rich always includes it
Oh boy.
in his list of.
You want to hear something really crazy? So one time, we're in the shower together, and I start getting turned on. I was like, we should have sex. She was like, oh, it's not in the shower. It never works in the shower. We always think it's going to work. It's not going to work. And I go, I know, but I'm like, super. I go, can I just jerk off? She was like, yeah, sure. And I just jerked off. She was like, that was nice. She was like, I didn't have to do anything except just stand here. And I was like, I mean, I didn't just like stare at her, but like we were making out. But she was like, she's like, I could do more of that. And I was like, hey, me too. I do that all the time by myself.
Aw, isn't that nice?
I'd love to incorporate someone into it.
Isn't that romantic?
What was the comedian? There's a guy who runs the Richmond Funny Bone, and he took me out to dinner. I'm fucking flipping on all names, and he took me out one day for dinner, and he told me all these old comedian jokes. He goes, you ever go out to eat to a Chinese restaurant with someone? And the guy says, hey, you want to just split the meal? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I'll just order for both of us. And he's like, great. Then he orders a big plate of hummingbird dicks. I'm fucking the joke up. This guy was so funny. He's just an older comic, and I never heard of him. He's like, I went on a blind date with an actual blind person. He goes, I don't know how, only thing I can tell you is how you break up with them. You just take them out to the parking lot and let go of their hands.
Oh my God.
This is back when woke comedy was, you know. So what did you guys think?
Yeah, that's
Gary's
the problem.
the king of woke comedy.
That's the problem with that joke, is it wasn't woke enough.
Yes.
It's a terrible joke. I thought you meant like those inside comedy jokes, like the one about the guys who is testifying at a murder hearing, and the prosecutor says, now I understand on the night of June 22nd you were the MC of the show, and the guy leans into the microphone and says, yes, but usually I headline.
Okay. Another great joke about a British comedian. I don't know who this is, but this is one that was passed around. Guy's obsessed with stand-up comedy. Obsessed. That's all he thinks and breathes is stand-up comedy. And his girlfriend says, I'm going to end this. I can't be in a relationship with someone whose just main focus is stand-up comedy. And he goes, I can talk about other stuff at stand-up comedy. She goes, bullshit. We go out to dinner, and all you talk about is stand-up comedy. And he goes, I can talk about other stuff. She goes, okay. So they go out to dinner. She goes, you're going to talk to me tonight for at least 30 minutes about something other than stand-up comedy. He goes, okay.
Sounds like it's about me.
He goes, give me
You
the.
should turn that off, maybe.
He goes, give me the light at 25. Yes.
But you know, it's like when you're obsessed with comedy, you're obsessed with comedy. That's.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be obsessed? I can't understand that people aren't obsessed with comedy.
I know. Sometimes girls want to talk to me about their boyfriends, and I'm like, let's get back to the comedy.
Oh.
You know.
This is one of my favorite things when you hear something that's going on in comedy, you get so excited and
Yes.
everyone wants to talk about it. You're like, oh my God, do you hear that?
Right.
Oh. How do we end this episode?
Oh my God.
That was a real one. I know how we end it.
Didn't you say to me one
I know how we
time?
end it.
Do you remember that?
I know how we're ending this. Look, Gary's still holding on to the food. What did I say?
Gary goes, you have to, if you're a comedian worth your salt, you have to be able to fart when the time requires, and I farted right then. Do you remember that? I had to prove it.
I said that the true test of a comedian's confidence if he's willing to fart
Oh, yes.
public for
Wait, what?
For the joke. If they're willing to fart in public for the joke. A
Oh,
true test of a
dear.
comedian's confidence is if they're willing to fart for a joke. And I went,
If it was a real one.
I ripped one.
Perfect fucking timing.
I know. I had one in a bank, man. One time this guy goes, we were going on a date. This guy goes, you look good. And I farted, like, to be funny. And it's like, you don't do that with real people. It's not done. That's why I ended up marrying a comedian.
So how do we end this episode, Bonnie?
I don't know.
Do you have anything to promote?
When does this come out?
Probably in like 4 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Okay. I haven't planned that far ahead.
That's too far ahead. I was
Yeah, but you still do your
next
podcast?
week I'm at the Stress Factory.
Still do your podcast, My Wife Hates Me?
My wife hates me, yes. Let's promote that.
Gary Gulman.
I'm on my Great Depression tour.
Oh, yeah. You're doing everywhere, I saw.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of places.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And one of the best clips online, if you can see it, and we'll tag it in the
One of my
link
favorite
here.
things is that your father sent it to you.
Yeah.
That made me so happy.
About the States?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad sent it to me. He goes, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But he remembered me, right?
Oh.
Okay.
My dad likes Gary so much that if I told a joke to my dad, he wouldn't get it. But if I said Gary told me a joke, he'd love it. He would love it. I tried it once with the same joke. How does someone become an abortion doctor? Is there really someone in med school going, well, I want to work with kids, but I told it to my dad the first time, he goes, I don't get it. And I went, well, because, like fucking 2 years later, we're sitting at the beach house, and he goes, hey, well, how's Gary doing? And I said, he's got a great joke, and I'm thinking I'll tell it. And I told the joke, he goes, God damn, that Gary's funny. That fucking, you gotta do what he does. Fucking juices not getting into a grape? That fucked my head up.
Gary is one of the greats, man.
Dude, he sent it to me, and he was like, this is fucking amazing. You need a bit like this.
Yeah.
And then I forwarded back the machine. I go, how about that, asshole? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, okay.
Oh my word.
Yeah, no. So check them both out online. They are tagged here. Follow them. Check out their podcasts. Guys, thank you so much for doing this. This has been a fucking blast.
Thank you.
Thank me. Thank you. Hey, I love you, brother.
Oh my God. Do I get hugs?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay. Aww.
Ooh, all right. Thank you, guys.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.